Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, where we show you a lot of interesting and useful things about Benidorm and Spain in general. Today we are on the lovely Levante beach and it's getting really warm, even though it's just 10 in the morning. From here today we'll be giving you the latest news update, which is where we have really incredible and important news to give, so stay tuned up until the end. Let's start with the situation first. As you all know, we still have quite a lot of cases, but the government is just counting them as they are without any kind of new restrictions. The most important thing is the one that I've been anticipating to you yesterday in a short video here on the channel. And yes, the Minister of Tourism, Reyes Maroto, she's already declared officially yesterday in the evening that just in a couple of days time, so probably next week already, people from third countries will be able to travel to Spain even though they're not vaccinated. Yes, how you've heard it, it's going to be a huge change, and what they pretend to do is to equalize people from third countries and European Union citizens, so we would all have the same right, the same restrictions necessary for us to travel. Basically what it means is that just in a couple of days time, right before June will start officially here in Spain and summer season will start, people will be able to travel, not necessarily just vaccinated or recovered ones. You will also be able to travel just with a negative PCR test or just with the antigen probably. So it's just great news for all of you who were looking forward to come, but you were not vaccinated nor recovered and you just could not come here to Spain. I know a lot of you have booked your holidays elsewhere probably. For all those of you who were patiently waiting on what's going to be happening and did not book your holidays just yet, you can do so, because just in a couple of days time, Spain will allow third country citizens to travel not only with the vaccine or recovery certificate, but also with negative testing. Yay! Finally, we have it here. The travel certificate, the travel form that you would need to fill in if you're not vaccinated and just traveling with a test, with a negative test result, is still necessary. However, it's a small sacrifice taking into consideration all the ease of measures they will be putting in place in the next couple of days. As soon as we will have the exact day, I will let you know. However, so far what we do know is that definitely before the 1st of June, this measure will be in place. The next news is especially important for those of you who have allergies. Allergies to plants, to pollen, to the flowering, of the plants and trees. Because right now we're registering the huge increase in amount of particles in the air. So if you are traveling, make sure you bring all your necessary medication for it. Right now, especially in the areas like the beach one, it's kind of okay, because here we don't have any kind of olive trees, we don't have any plants, any flowers, nothing at all, so it's kind of safe. But once you head inside the town, there are a lot of trees that are blossoming right now. That olive trees, they also start to blossom and start to generate the olives. So there's a lot of them in here, and the experts even ask people to use the FFP2 mask to protect themselves, because the situation is actually quite delicate in here. So if you're quite sensitive, please bring your medication so that your holiday would not become stressful and on a bad note here in town. In general, everything came together right now. A lot of particles in the air, for people who suffer from allergies. The air is really charged with just a hot air mass, which we'll be talking about slightly later on. So we have a huge heat wave coming to Benidorm and in general to all Spain. And it's just a bad combination for all those of you who suffer. If you're coming during these days and you're allergic, bring your medication. If you are just coming to Benidorm, please make sure you drink a lot of water, a lot of liquid. Alcohol does not count as liquid, okay? Even though it is one, but we mean water, juices, teas, coffee, anything that has liquid, but better to have a water bottle always with you, because this weekend we already started to have people that have problems with the sun, that got some sun heat, that got some crazy fever afterwards, a lot of sunburns as well. A lot of people are being attended right here by the first aid on the beach area, which you can see right there. There's one of the houses right there. And a lot of people are being attended. Also be careful when you go swimming, because sadly this year already has taken quite a few lives, as well as of British travelers, British tourists here on the Levante Beach and Poniente Beach. There was not a fatal accident for them. They went to the Villa Joyosa public hospital and they've recovered. They were able to be reanimated, they were able to survive, but it's not a good and basically to say unnecessary stress for your holidays. So if you're going to swimming, make sure you don't drink too much to go for a swim, and make sure you don't go further on than what you actually can swim, just in case, because lifeguards are working non-stop right now. It's crazy how many people they've taken from the water already, and the official summer season did not start just yet even. So make sure you're careful to make your holidays a pleasant moment for you and not a stressful and negative one. And the last news comes from our favorite of all, Benidorm town, of course. And we're expecting the massive arrival of UK tourists in here. It's been really hard for Benidorm. The tourism has been changing a lot during these last 2 years. However, the good news is that right now British markets is the lead market, the main market here in our area, and not only here in Spain, I must say. The best part of it is that knowing that there's going to be less restrictions from third country travelers, people will hopefully come to our region even more than they used to do during these last couple of months. Right now, it's surprising because here, national tourism was the main lead always, because people were searching for a close holiday to their home and also economic one. They were not spending as much money, I must say, here for their holidays. A lot of people were coming just for 2-3 days or nights of stay, for the weekend, just to relax, get some nice days of swim, and then come back to their usual lives. And right now it all has changed, because officially by Destinia, which is one of the main portals for booking here in Spain for national travelers, not only Spanish ones, but we mean just national travelers. And according to them, travel to Benidorm here for national tourists is approximately 11% more expensive than it was a couple of years ago in 2019, before the pandemic hit us. So yeah, it's quite expensive, and people were living here and working here, they just don't seem to want to spend so much money right now, or they're coming just for 1 day, for 2 days, or searching for different alternatives inside of the mountains or cheaper options for them to come to, which is why British tourists are basically the only ones, together with some Scandinavian countries, with a little bit of French people. However, French tourists are coming towards like August. They're coming towards the end of summer, usually here in the area. I'm not sure what it has to do with. However, it is how it is. So right now, when you go down Benidorm town, basically what you can hear is just people talking in English a lot. Trust me, everywhere you go. This is amazing news for all hotels that have fully recovered. They are almost at full capacity this summer, and a lot of them on some of the days in summer are almost fully booked. So knowing the latest restrictions and ease of measures, and if you still did not book your holidays but you were thinking to do so, check the hotels we have here on the channel. Maybe you can choose the perfect one for you and book it in advance, because a lot of people would want to come to Benidorm, and this place will just collapse shortly once the measures are eased. Which, by the way, is another curious thing. The national tourists, they tend to book really last minute, because they don't get their holidays confirmed, or because they want to do some like last minute plan, just let's make a getaway this weekend. So people here, they book last minute, like a few days before they actually want to go on holidays, which is a huge difference with international tourism, which is why we get some better statistics and better understanding about it. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but while I was working in hotels here in the area that cater and that accept and that work basically for British tourism, what we used to see was that people were booking in advance, even 1 year in advance, when we did not really have prices yet for the next year. People were already booking for their upcoming holidays for 1 more year. It will be really interesting to know if you are of the same, if you prefer to book in advance, have everything planned at least 6 months in advance to have everything ready for your holidays and just forget about planning last minute and unnecessary stress, or you are of those who just wait for when the last minute offer pops up on the screen and you just book it without thinking, just a couple of days or maybe even day before your holiday will start. Let us know in the comments. And now let's talk about the weather. Gosh, the Spanish weather. As I've told you already, we have an authentic heat wave, the first heat wave here in Spain, and it's covering not only our area, however, all the entire Spain as it is, except for Canarian Islands and some north parts of Basically, Spain. Even though the temperatures are quite hot right now and it's just morning time, but it feels like it's midday with all this sun shining, with all this heat in the air. This is the African air mass that came towards all Spain and will be here with us up until Monday next week. So this weekend will be really, really hot, which is why I was telling you that you need to hydrate yourself. You need to drink a lot of liquids, a lot of water. Alcohol doesn't count. And you need to protect yourself with a sun hat, sunscreen as well, because it's really, really dangerous. Spanish sun is very aggressive already starting from now on, so you need to protect yourself. There's going to be quite a lot of alerts these days due to this heat wave, and obviously it's going to be in Andalusia, which is south parts of Spain. It's going to be in Madrid because it's a huge town and it's getting heated really, really fast, and during the night it just does not have time to give all the heat away. And then in Castilla-La Mancha and Extremadura. Tomorrow we will have around 33 degrees here in Benidorm, so perfect for sunbathing and for swimming. And on Sunday it's going to be peak of the heat in here, which is when we'll have around 35-36 degrees in here. These are actually the temperatures that are 10-15 degrees more than they should be, more than normal. So yeah, it's not really normal weather right now. But it's great for a lot of tourists and for people. Look at this. People are swimming, people are coming to the beach, just enjoying themselves in here. As for the rest of the temperatures, in Alicante it's going to be 32, in Barcelona 26, Granada 39 today, wow. Malaga 30, Sevilla 40 degrees, which is the warmest right now here in Spain. In Malaga 30, as I've said already, in Madrid 36, Murcia will have 31, less than here, which is strange. Balearic Islands 33, and Canarian will have around 24 to 27. This is the area that's not going to be affected by the heat wave, since it's not situated directly near us, near the main land. Look at this. There's a lot of algae from the sea here on the beach area. However, the best news is, let's go and try the water. First time this year. Woo! Okay, so officially the water is almost good for swimming. Right now it's of 21.3 degrees, which is already suitable for swimming officially. Starting from 20 degrees, they say here that you are able to swim, so just ideal. It went 1 degree up unexpectedly just because of this heat wave that came to our area. A lot of excursions are in place right now with all the boats, with all the cable ski, jet skis, bananas, flying fish, motor scooters, you know, the water scooters, and etc. So perfect timing for all those of you who will be coming right now to Benidorm town. these were all the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm town for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you got to receive some positive news from us. Greetings from Benidorm. And this Sunday we will be getting inside of the hurricane's eye because we will be filming the first heat wave here in Benidorm and how people are dealing with it in here. I'll see you then. Bye.